mercy. Of Sri Guru and Vaishnavas, we can sit together here and chant Harinam. This is real mercy. In this Kali Yuga, where so many problems are there, unlimited, no? You solve or try to solve one problem, 50 new problems come. This is Kali Yuga. But in this Kali Yuga, it is so auspicious to sit together and chant. Therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Radha Krishna bol bol, bolo re subai. All, sabai means all. Chant Radha Krishna. And don't worry. Jiva Krishna das e vishwas korle to adukha nahi. If the Jiva means I. If I understand I'm Krishna's servant, then no more problem. No more suffering, no more misery. So that's the only problem actually. So we stopped the last times. We were speaking about Ajamil Charitra, story of Ajamil. Ajamil, he got liberation by chanting only Narayana. How he was chanting? Helplessly, fearing death, calling his son. And by chance, his son had the same name like Narayan. And this, like, indirect chanting gave him liberation. He got a second chance. The Vishnudutas immediately came, protected him from the Jamadutas, and instructed the Jamadutas about what is Dharma. Jamadutas means Dharma Rajas Dutas, Dharma Rajas messengers. They could not understand. But they understood also what the Vishnudutas said must be true. And they understood also even they cannot do anything, they are very powerful. So then the Vishnudutas sent the Jamadutas, said, go back to your master and ask him what is Dharma. So they went back to Yamaraj and asking. Because they are doing faithful service to Yamaraj, but they did not understand the full picture. So they came back and asking here, are there more? How many controllers or rulers are there in this material world? Until now they thought there's only one, Yamaraj. Everybody under the control of death. Everybody under death, God is ruling everything. But now they understood there is another controller, because he has some servants and they're more powerful than we are. So they ask, how many rulers or controllers are there? How many causes are responsible for manifesting the various results of activities performed under the gunas of material nature? They ask many questions. If there are more rulers, then how they deal with each other? If there's one controller, okay, everything is clear. But if there are more controllers, then how these actions of the controllers interact? So they ask many things. They assuming, they're thinking, actually there can be only one supreme ruler. That is unlogical that there's two supreme rulers. Then they're not supreme, no? Supreme must be one, so they're thinking like this. But they said, until now we're thinking you the supreme ruler, but it seems there is another one who is supreme. So they are puzzled. So they're asking many things. Then Yamaraj, we have to understand, Yamaraj, he has his position as the Lord of Death. Who is sinful in this world, he has to go there. He will be dragged by the Jamadutas and come to the court of Yamaraj, and he will judge what is his destination. And that form is not very nice to see, He's very heavy, strong, fierce. But at the same time, Yamaraj is one of the Mahajans. There are 12 Mahajans in this universe. He will explain himself. Mahajans means great personalities who are authorities on Vedic knowledge. And that form he is a Vaishnava. So when Yamaraj heard the questions, are there more controllers? Who is the supreme controller? He was very happy. Here it is said, Iti deva sa aprishta praja sangya manojamaha prita swadutan pratyaha smaran padambujam hare. In this way, Yamaraj was questioned, asked, who is the controller of all? Yamaraj. He was asked by the Jamadutas, Prita Swadutam Pratyaha. Very happy he was with his servants. Why? Because being questioned by them, he was remembering the lotus feet of Hari, of Krishna. So he was very happy. Because in his daily life, he has to deal with so much garbage. People come like a judge. So the dark sides of the people are exposed, so to say. They can see what they are doing. So he has to see that there's not so much harikatha going on in the job of Yamaraj. Although his nature, he is a Vaishnava. So now he's being asked by his servants, who is the supreme ruler? Then he is happy, remembering Hari's lotus feet, and he's very pleased with that question. Finally he can say something according to his own taste, his own liking. Then Yamaraj, he said, Jama uvacha paro madanyo jagatas tastu shascha otam protam patavadyatra vishvam yat angshato asya stiti janmanasha nyasyota vadyasya vashe chalokaha. Yamaraj said, my dear servants, you have accepted me as the supreme, but factually I am not. So they first time hear that. They assume something must be wrong in their conception. Above me and above all other demigods, including Indra and Chandra, is the one supreme master and controller. The partial manifestations of his personality are Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, who are in charge of the creation, maintenance and annihilation of this universe. He is like the two threads that form the length and breadth of a woven cloth. So if you take Krishna, means he's everywhere. A cloth is nothing but a thread, but it's different also than a thread. If you open, it's different. So, but he's everywhere, he's doing everything. The entire world is controlled by him, just as a bull is controlled by a rope in its nose. So everybody has to do what Supreme Lord wants. Like a bull, he cannot control. If he has a rope in his nose, he is controlled. So Yamaraj, he speaks, and the Jamadutas are astonished also. Because Yamaraj looks like the Supreme for them, but now he says, no, there is one. He's above me, he's above everyone, he's controlling everyone, including myself also, he says. So he is controlling everyone. And then he says that everyone in this universe, he said, Aham Mahendro Niriti Pracheta Somo Agnir Isha Pavano Virinchi Aditya Vishwe Vasavo Atta Sadhya Marudgana Rudragana Sasita, all the demigods, I, Indra, Niriti, that is one demigod, Varuna, Soma, the moon god, the water god, the fire god. Isha is Lord Shiva, the wind god, Brahma, the sun god, and all of them, they don't understand this Supreme Lord. Even the great rishis, he said, Anyechaye Vishwasrijo Amaresha Brigu Adayo Asprishta Rajastamasakaha Yasyehitam Navidhu Sprishta Sattva Pradhana Apikim Tatu Anye. Even those rishis who are not touched by Rajagun or not touched by Sattvagun, they cannot understand them, the Supreme Lord, and what to speak of others, of ordinary people. Even these great, great personalities in the whole universe, who are controlling the elements of the universe, who are controlling the whole universe, who have full knowledge, who are actually not touched by these lower gunas, they cannot understand him. What to speak of others? Such mystic position is that of Krishna. He's giving a nice example how this is to understand. This is very nice. Yam vaina gobhir manasa subhirva hridagirava subrito vichakshate atmanam antaridi santam atmanam chakshur yateva kritayastataparam. Like the different limbs of the body cannot see the eyes. But the eyes see everyone. No? They see the hand, but the hand cannot see the eyes. Eyes, they see everything, nothing can see the eyes. Same way, Krishna, he sees everything, but nobody can see him. This is a nice example here. Like you see, that is practical, no? We cannot see our eyes, that is another thing. But nobody can see the eyes of his own eyes, but with the eyes you see everything. So, in the same way, Krishna sees everyone, but same way like Super Soul sees everyone, nobody can see the Super Soul. Here. So nobody can really understand the Supreme Lord in that way. Lord is like the eye. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashanti Suraya Diviva Chakshuratatam. Chakshu. He's the supreme eye who can see everything. But nobody can see that eye. He is seeing not only externally, also see what is inside. He sees also what is past, what is present, what is future, what is my thoughts, what is my inside, everything he knows. But we cannot see him. Krishna says the same in the Gita. I know everyone's past, present and future, but hardly anybody knows me. That is Krishna's position. And that Yamaraj explaining to his Jamadutas. He's the one, nobody knows him, but he knows everything. Everything. Then he's explaining also that these Vishnudutas who you saw, they are real sadhus, they are worshipped by everyone. Because Vishnudutas means they are liberated souls, they are eternal associates of Vishnu. So they are worshipped even by the demigods, they are worshipped by Lord Shiva, they are worshipped by everyone. So they are real sadhus. And then about dharma, because question was, this is actually why I wanted to speak that. Question was, the Vishnudutas sent the Jamadutas, go and ask what is dharma. What is real dharma? Dharma means, what means dharma? What is meaning of dharma?
The eternal law of the universe.
Eternal law of the universe.
The nature of things.
The nature of things, becoming clearer, yes. What duty. Is the duty? Nowadays they say religion also, which is something like that. Dharma means that what is the nature, innate nature, what is inseparable from the thing itself. No? Like the dharma of fire is to be hot and to give light. You cannot remove that from the fire. There is no fire which is not hot and not light. That is not fire. So the dharma, everything has its dharma. So, and who gives the dharma? In Brahma Samhita, it is said also, Dharmota papa nichaya shutayastapang si brahmadi kita padagavadayascha jivaya datta matra prakata prabhava govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami dharmota papa nichaya. What is the dharma and what is right, what is wrong, what is the function of an insect, what is the function of Brahma, who has given that? Krishna has given that. So the dharma of anything, the dharma of one virus, the dharma of a demigod, the dharma of human being, the dharma of a plant, the dharma of the planets, of the universe, whatever is there, who has given that? Govinda has given that, Krishna. So Yamaraj says the same thing, that the Brahma's words in Brahma Samhita, Brahma is one of the Mahajans, Yamaraj is one of the Mahajans. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam savai vidur rishayo napi devaha na siddha mukhya asura manushyaha kutonu vidyadhara charanadayaha. Dharma has been defined or given by Bhagavan himself, Sakshat Bhagavan. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Nobody else than Bhagavan has given this dharma. Navai vidhu rishaya, that is not given by the rishis. They did not find out what is dharma. It has been given by Krishna himself, Bhagavan. Not by the rishis, not by the devatas, not by any siddhas, not by the leading, the best of the siddhas means perfected beings, not by the demons, not by the human, not by the vidyadharas, not by the charanas. These are some celestial beings. Nobody has given this dharma, only Bhagavan himself.
But then it is bhakti, no?
That will be explained also. What is dharma? Even the dharma of the body, who has given that? Dharmota papa, there's dharma of an insect. Who has given that dharma? That the insect works like that. Krishna has given that. Dharma of Brahma, of demigods, or anyone, who has given that? Krishna has given that. Dharma of the soul, also Krishna has given that. Dharma of the mind, what is dharma of the mind? To speculate, also Krishna has given that. What is sinful? Krishna has defined. What is pious? Krishna has defined. This is the wonderful thing. Krishna has not only given bhakti, he has given everything. Even sins, pious activities, this, that, everything he has created.
But bhakti is above this other dharmas, no?
This is one dharma. Bhakti is the dharma of the soul.
Yeah.
So, body has dharma, mind has dharma, soul has dharma. And all these dharmas have been given by Krishna. Everything by him. And who speaks? Yamaraj speaks. He is one authority. No? Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Nobody else. Others, they could understand, they could get some revelation, but who made it? That is Krishna. He did all these things. So this is very, very important, because dharma has been given by the Lord and not by anyone else. So who follows that, he can connect himself to the Lord again. So this is dharma of the soul, is Bhagavata dharma. That is called Bhagavata dharma. Same, Bhagavata means coming from Bhagavan. Bhagavata is practiced by the devotees, by the bhaktas, therefore it's called Bhagavata dharma. And who are the authorities for this Bhagavata dharma? Now Yamaraj says this. Swayambhu Narado Shambhu Kumara Kapila Manuhu Pralada Janaka Bhishmo Balir Vayasakir Vayam. These 12 personalities, Dvadashe te vijanimo dharmam bhagavata bhata. Oh my dear soldiers, servants, he's speaking this. These 12 personalities, they know, we know, actually, because he said Vayam at the end, means we, also I. He's counting himself. Swayambhu means Brahma. Narada, he also knows what is Dharma. Shambhu means Lord Shiva. The Kumaras. Kapila means Devahuti's son, Kapila. Manu, Swayambhuva Manu, he also knows what is Dharma. Prahlad is one authority. Janak Maharaj, Sita Devi's father. Bhishma is one authority. Bali means Bali Maharaj, the grandson of Prahlad. Vyasakir means Shukadev, and Vayam and I. He says, we 12, Tvadashayate vijanito dharmang bhagavatam bhata. We 12, we know what is this Bhagavata Dharma. Here it's called Dharmam Bhagavatam. Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata means coming from Bhagavan, is for Bhagavan, is given by Bhagavan, is pleasing to Bhagavan, is dear to Bhagavan. That means Bhagavata Dharma. So these 12, they know. Whatever these 12 personalities say in the Vedas, you can accept blindly. Whatever they speak. They are on that platform. And this Dharma is Guyam Vishuddham Durbodham Yam Gyatva Amritam Ashnute. This is secret. Not so easy also. That is, Guyam means secret, hidden. This is not so like open. No? It's very valuable. Valuable things you don't throw on the street. You keep inside the safe. So it's Guyam, it's secret, it's Krishna gives this secret to his dear ones, to Arjuna, to Uddhava, to his dear, he's giving that. And Guyam, but it's Vishuddham, it's very pure, it's purifying, it's transcendental, it's not from this world. This Dharma, who following this Bhagavata Dharma, is not from this world. Therefore Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, dance, my dear mind, dance. Doyal Nitai Chaitanya Bol, Nach Re Amar Man, dance. They're so merciful, they give this Dharma. So easy, just dance, be happy. You're not from we are not, anyhow we are not from this world. Hari Hari. We are not from this world. Means we are jivas, we are transcendental souls. So our dharma is also not from this world. So this is Guyam Vishuddham. It's not from this world, Bhagavata Dharma. But it's also Durbodham. It's difficult to understand. Why it is difficult to understand? And one thing is there. Here it is said it's Durbodham. Durbodham means difficult to understand. But in another way, if you read in the 11th canto, in where the Bhagavata Dharma is described, there it's mentioned it's very easy. So that is, one has to understand, it's Durbodham because by buddhi, by intelligence, you cannot understand it. Therefore, they have Durbodham, that same verbal root like buddhi, intelligence. It's not possible by your intellect to understand that bhakti. But if you just clap your hands and chant Haribol, Haribol, you easily understand it. That is the wonderful thing, because that is beyond intelligence. That is, this Bhagavata Dharma is a process of surrender, not any other process. So many dharmas there in this world. So many paths are there. You can do yoga, you can do karma, you can go the path of jnana. No surrender is necessary. But you can also not cross this material world. You can also not understand this secret transcendental dharma by these processes. But you just chant Haribol, Haribol, easily you can understand. Even that is mentioned in 11th canto. Even a foolish person can easily understand by this dharma what is his position. He can easily get out from this material world by this Bhagavata-dharma. But means a foolish person can easily practice it, but an intelligent person cannot understand it by his intelligence. And one has to understand, because it's only possible by surrender. If we surrender, we can understand this point. This is the speciality, and that is everywhere you see. Bhakti is not intellectual process. It's jnana and vairagya, means intelligence is knowledge, and detachment, renunciation is not a part of bhakti. But if you practice bhakti, automatically all knowledge will come. Automatically you will become detached from this world. This is coming in after bhakti. So, guyam vishuddham durbodham. This is that is secret, it's very pure, it's transcendental, but you cannot understand it. Because it's beyond intelligence, no? It's transcendental. But we can easily understand it from the soul, because we are also transcendental. So if we come at the soul level, and soul, what means soul? Jiva Raswarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. Bhakti Thakur, we were singing Haribol, Bolo Re Bhai, Haribol, Bolo Re Jiva Krishna Das. Oh my Jiva, if you understand your Krishna Das, if you understand, then Korleto or Dukhanai, then we have no suffering, because we are Jiva, but not from this world. This is the wonderful news. We are not from this world of birth and death. We are immortal. And this will come easily by one who surrenders, and impossible by one who wants to try to understand it, to keep it in his fist. Knowledge is really not the way. I heard a few stories of some persons who, when I heard, he came to Srila Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami Yamaraj, and he studied Sanskrit under his guidance. After Srila Prabhupada left, he went to Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, studied more. Then he went to Anantadas Babaji Maharaj, studied more, and now he became a Buddhist. It's because that is impossible to understand. So much knowledge, very brilliant scholar, studying all Goswami's books and Bhagavatam and everything, now become a Buddhist because he did not want to surrender. If you don't want to surrender, this knowledge will not give you clear direction. This bhakti only can be understood by surrender. This is the only way. There's no other way. Therefore it's durbodham. It's difficult to understand. Therefore in some places it's difficult. Bhakti is very high. It's very difficult to get. And in other places it's very easy. How it becomes easy? Narottam Thakur says, Ashraya loya bhaje tare Krishna nahi tyaje. Ar sabe more akaran. Somebody who takes shelter at home, at the Vaishnavas, if he will do bhajan, Krishna will never give him up. Others, they come and go in this world, dying uselessly, he says, Narottam Thakur. They just come and die in this world. So if we take shelter of the Vaishnavas, Krishna will not leave us. Then everything is easy. If you don't take shelter of the Vaishnavas, then it's durbodham, it's beyond our understanding. It's impossible to understand. And what happens if somebody knows this dharma? Yes. What happens if you know this Bhagavata-dharma? Yam gyatva amritam ashnute. He will enjoy immortality. So powerful, this dharma which is given by Krishna himself. And what is this dharma? Before, the Jamadutas already said, Etavan eva lokasmin dharmam bhagavata smrita bhakti yoga bhagavati tannama grahanadibihi. Vishnudutas said, in this world the highest dharma for the mankind is bhakti. And bhakti means what? Chant his name. This is bhakti. And Ajamil did that and he was liberated, saved. So that is So who surrenders? Things are easy. Who does not surrender? Life is a struggle. Even spiritual life is a struggle if we don't surrender. This is next verse here. Yamaraj, we're repeating that same words. The Vishnudut has already said before. Etavaneva lokesmin pungsang dharma parasmrita bhakti yoga bhagavati tannama grahanadibhi. In this world, lokesmin, in this world here, the dharma para, the highest dharma for the people is bhakti yoga for Bhagavan, bhakti yoga bhagavati. Bhakti yoga means you love Krishna. You give your time, your attention, whatever, my feelings, my money, my body, my hands, my speech, my mind, whatever I give to Krishna. That is the highest dharma. And how starts this dharma? Tannama grahanadibhi. Take his name, chant his name. This is the beginning. We were reading Harinam Chintamani in the morning, where Haridas Thakur is explaining what is chanting and who is a Vaishnava. That chapter was about Vaishnava Parat, which is offense against the Vaishnava, which is the most dangerous thing and the most important thing to avoid when chanting Harinam. Then who is a Vaishnava? That's the question. As Vaishnava Parat, question of offense against the Vaishnava, then I have to know who is a Vaishnava. Then Haridas Thakur said, who is a Vaishnava? Who surrenders to Krishna. 26 qualities are there of the Vaishnavas, and the main quality, what is really one quality of among these 26 is Krishna Eka Sharan, who takes shelter only in Krishna. So how to see that Haridas Thakur said that is inside the heart. Somebody who takes shelter of Krishna, that is inside your heart, you cannot see. But how you externally see, that the name will come out from his mouth. Not all showing that can also be hidden. But generally, Vaishnavas, they chant Krishna's name. So this is the beginning. This is how Bhakti Yoga starts, the Nama Grahanadibhi, and all others, so many others. When we're chanting Harinam, many other things will come. And Yamaraj is telling them, you see what is the effect of chanting this holy name. You see this Ajamil. You have seen yourself, he was just chanting Narayana. And he became immediately freed. I have no more rule over him just by chanting this name. So powerful is that. Therefore, Yamaraj said then here, Etavatalam agha nirharanaya pungsang sankirtanam bhagavato gunakarmanamnam vikrusya putram agavan yat ajamilo api narayaneti mriyamana iyaya muktim. Therefore, it should be understood that one is easily relieved from all sins. Here, agha nirharanaya, from all sinful, all sins you have done, the reactions will be taken away. What? By sankirtanam bhagavato, by sankirtan of Bhagavan, of his guna karma namnam. His guna, his glories, his karma means lila. You chant about his name, namnam. If you do this sankirtan, all sins will go easily. Here. Vikrusya putram agavan yat ajamilopi. Even such a sinful person like Ajamil, who was calling and crying for his son, he called Narayana. While he was dying, he got liberation. He did not chant with love. He did not chant to call Krishna. He called his son, but his name is so powerful. Just in this way. That is the mercy of the name. Therefore it is said, Krishna is very merciful, but his name is more merciful. Vacham vachakam ityudeti bhavato namasvarupadvayam purvasmat paramevanta karunam tatrapi janimahe asmin tasmin aparad vita prani samantad bhavet asinadam upasya sopihi sadanadambudo machjati. Rupa Goswami said this. There is vacham and vachakam. One is the person who call and one is the name. The one who is bearing the name, one is the name. Between two, the name is more merciful. Vacham vachakam ityuteti bhavato nama swarupadvayam. Two swarupas of the Supreme Lord. One is name, one is the person. But the name is more merciful. Why? Even you do so many offenses against Krishna, but you chant Krishna's name, this name will take you and put you in an ocean of happiness, bliss, ananda. Even if you do offense against Krishna, but you're chanting his name, this name will take you and put you in an ocean of... Ocean means unlimited happiness you will get from the name. Destroy all offense, even you're offensive against Krishna. Chant his name. So name is more merciful. Name is more powerful. The name has liberated so many millions and millions and billions of jivas. Krishna liberated a handful. Some, like Putana and Aghasura and that, few here, Kamsa and whatever. So all these few demons Krishna liberated, but his name, unlimited jivas are liberated by the name. So therefore Rupa Goswami said, if you see these two swarupas of the Supreme Lord, name is more merciful. More merciful. Therefore, Yamaraj, he says here, this is a very nice part of Bhagavatam, really. This Yamaraj is speaking also himself. And here he says also, those who wrote the Vedas. You see, Vedas, they have been written by Vyasadeva, 4 Vedas. Then he gave these Vedas to 4 different rishis, or to more rishis, and they again gave them to the disciples. And then from these Vedas they're writing some Samhitas, what is their opinion, what is their realization. So it became a big tree. Before was one Veda, one knowledge, then became so many branches going here and there, and the disciples, they're living in one place and they're living in that place and here, and they have this realization and that, and at the end it's huge and nobody knows anymore what is really the truth. Therefore, Vyasadeva was not happy, so again he wrote Bhagavatam, and in Bhagavatam establishing the glories of the name also again. The last verse of Bhagavatam, he said that Nama Sankirtanam Yasyap Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkha Shamanas Tam Namami Harim Param. Whose Sankirtan you chant, he will destroy all sins. If you bow down to him, all sufferings will go away. I bow to that Supreme Lord. So his last verse, to establish what is the main thing is Sankirtan, chant the name. Therefore Vyasadeva was also not happy, so Yamaraj explains here, it's not so easy even for the rishis to understand what is the truth. But it's Bhagavata.dharma has been given by Bhagavan himself, very clear. And Yamaraj is one of the authorities, he says that. Haben wir noch Zeit?
Ja.
Oh yes. These are very nice verses. Evam virmishya sudyo bhagavatyanante sarvatmana vidadate kalu bhava yogam te mena dandam arahantyata yatyamesham syat patakam tadapi hantyurugaya vadaha. Therefore, those who are sudhya, who are very intelligent, not intelligent, very intelligent, and when they think what to do, they surrender to the Supreme Lord. Here, Sarvatmana, they give their soul to Him. They surrender with all their heart and soul, Prabhupada here writes. Sarva, I give everything to Krishna. My everything is yours. Those who are wise, really intelligent, who clear, they give everything. You see, surrender is not the quality of those who have no knowledge, or those who are simple, or like surrender is those who are really have knowledge. Or they surrender, they realize, they go. To whom? To Bhagavan, to Krishna. Evam vimrishasudhyo bhagavatyanante, to the unlimited Lord. He's unlimited. He's unlimited big, he's unlimited small, he's unlimited everything. He's inside everything, he's outside everything, he's controlling everything, he's past, present, future, everything. So to whom you want to surrender else? To whom else? He's everything, so they surrender to the one who is everything, they give everything to him. Sarvatmana vidadate khalu bhava yogam, and they will do this bhava yogam. Bhava yoga means feeling. They give their feelings to him. It's natural for the soul to have feelings. This is not only bodily platform that man, woman, and parents and children and this. No, we have also soul have feelings. This bhava yogam. This is bhakti yogam. And those who have done like this, who are thinking, who are wise, who surrender to Krishna, who worship him with their feelings, Yamaraj says, te mena dandam arhanti. They are not under my punishment. I cannot do anything. They not deserve to be punished by me. They are outside of my jurisdiction. And even if they do something wrong, who surrendered? That is the point here. Who surrendered? Even if they do something wrong, te mena dandam arhantyata yatyamisham syat patakam tatapi hantyurugayavad. If they do something wrong, just by their chanting of Harinam, that will be destroyed. It's not my job to do anything. So Ajamil was not under my jurisdiction. He was just chanting all the time Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So I have no more right over him. This is not easy to understand, but important. I want to read that. Actually, I wanted to read that. I was thinking, when we read it in the morning, Haridas Thakur, what he said. Because there was the discussion that there are symptoms of Vaishnavas, that means he is surrendered, and there are symptoms of Grihastha Vaishnavas, and there are symptoms of Tyagis, renounced persons, Vaishnavas. Little different. Like Grihasthas, he's quoting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's words to Raghunath Das Goswami. Stay at home, live your life nicely, behave like people want, and internally keep your faith. That is for the Grihasthas. Very soon, Achirat Krishna Tomare Karibe Udhar. Krishna will come very soon to take you out from this material entanglement. But follow as you have to do your duties in this world, but keep your faith inside. That is for Grihastha Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhu himself taught to Raghunath Das Goswami. When Raghunath Das Goswami left his home, because before he wanted to go always and he was renouncing everything, Mahaprabhu said, Stira hai ghare jao nahao botul. Just cool down. Go home, don't be a madman. He said like this. Krame krame pai loka bhava sindukul. Step by step, you come out from the ocean of materialism. You're now in the middle of ocean, how you will come out in 5 minutes, in one lifetime? Very difficult. So, slowly we come to the shore of this material ocean. Markata varagya chada loka dekaya yatta yoga vishabunjana saktahaya. Don't show to the people your monkey renunciation. Like externally renounced, inside full of desires. Monkeys, they have no house, they have no clothes, they have eating only fruits, but internally only thinking of sense enjoyment. So don't show like this. Yatta yoga vishaya bhunjana saktahaya. Enjoy this world in appropriate way, but don't be attached. Take what the material world is giving, is also Krishna's creation. Whatever is coming, there's nothing to wrong and false and maya and bad and whatever. In an appropriate way, in moderate way. Antaranishta karo bhayaloka vyavahar. Keep your faith inside and externally behave as you should, as it is expected from you by the society. Achire Shri Krishna tomai koribe udar. Very soon Krishna will come, Shri Krishna will come, take you out from this condition. So when Raghunath Das Goswami, he renounced his home and he went to Jagannath Puri. And then he came to Mahaprabhu and surrendered. Then Mahaprabhu gave him under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami. And Mahaprabhu, then one time Raghunath Das Goswami came to Mahaprabhu and asked, can you give me some instructions? Mahaprabhu said, Swarup Damodar Goswami is your guru, Shiksha guru. But he insisted, I want to hear something directly from your mouth. Then Mahaprabhu told, what is the instructions for Tyagis? He said, Gramya kata na shunibe, Gramya vata na kaibe, bhala na kaibe, ara bhala na paribe. Don't listen to worldly topics, don't speak worldly topics, don't eat nicely, don't dress nicely. Just live renounced. That is for renounced, not for grihastas. Because grihastas have to deal with this world. They have to dress also nicely, otherwise they should dress like beggars. This is not good. And they eat also nicely. Family will also not be happy if you eat like a beggar. So that is one. But for Tyagis, they should live like that. Don't care for this world. Don't care for fashion. Don't care too much for taste and all these things. Just keep body and mind together. Amani manada haya Krishna naam sadalabe braje radha Krishna seva manase kariba. And don't expect respect for yourself. Give respect to everyone. Always chant Krishna's name. And in the mind, you worship Radha Krishna. That is for the Tyagis. Not for Grihastas. Grihastas have to work, have to earn money, take care for the family, take care for the society, take care for so many things. They have no time for all these things. But Tyagis should do like that. But there is something which is common for both. For Tyagis and Grihastas, and that is the same what Yamaraj also said here. He said, Ananya Sharane Jari Dekhi Durachar Tatapi Se Sadhu Boli Sebya Sabakar. If one has Ananya Sharana, has taken shelter only at Krishna, he has no other shelter. But I see he is doing something bad. Then Tatapi says, I still think he is a sadhu. And he is worshipable by everyone. That is very important. But the criterion is here, the condition is one who has taken shelter only at Krishna. Anybody else is doing something bad is not the same. But one who takes shelter only at Krishna, he's doing something bad, some sinful things. Still I worship him. Krishna says this in the Gita, Api chat suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak. Sadhureva samantavya samyak vavasito hisaha. He says that. Same meaning. If somebody is doing, he's my devotee, ananya, focused, exclusively fixed on me. If he's doing something bad, you should see him as a sadhu. Krishna says these words. Therefore, Haridas Thakur said, I will always worship such a devotee. Even if he's doing something bad, but he took shelter at you. So that is common for both, and that Yamaraj also said here. And we also should take care. No? If somebody is a devotee, devotee means took shelter at Krishna. Honestly, from the heart. But is doing something wrong, forget it, don't see it. Maybe sinful, maybe whatever it is, we should not do anything. Yamaraj said, I have no right to punish him. Then who am I to punish him or to judge him? If Yamaraj, who is supreme judge in this universe, he says, Dame nadandam arhanti. They are not under my punishment. And even if they do something wrong, they will come out, they will destroy all their sins just by chanting Harinam. Yamaraj said, somebody is a devotee, he is doing something, past karma has some influence, he does something nonsense. He would just continue and chant Harinam, then nothing will happen. So there's many more things we will keep for next time. Or you want to continue? Next time. We continue next time. It's very nice instructions, very important also. Yamaraj, his authority, if you want to make progress, or if you want to start this Bhagavata-dharma, we have to listen this. This is very, very nice. So who is really opening his intelligence, he will worship Krishna. And there are no more problems. Really, yesterday was holiday. I did not check that I wanted to go shopping in the morning. Mind. So I went with the shopping bag and went outside, and then I was standing in front of the supermarket, and of course it was not open. Then I went back and said, okay, Bhagavata told me it's holiday, yes. So I came back, and the way back I met two Indian boys. And I saw the one Indian boy in front of a cigarette vending machine. Then the one Indian boy looked at me and said, "You have an ATM card, bankomat card?" I said, "I will not give you that for this cigarette. Stop smoking, Baba." No? He's an Indian, I saw. And then, why I will do that? It's sinful. I said, if I allow you to take cigarette, I will also get some sin from that. So don't smoke. I will not support your sins. So I said, you come take some prasadam if you want. I have a temple around the corner. If you want some prasadam, come. They just came from India after long, via Serbia and everything. And then they called also two friends, and 4 of them came here. Yesterday they took prasadam, took rest. They were already 1 month traveling. From Serbia to Hungary, everywhere waiting, don't know how it's going on. They took their passports, very difficult situation. So finally today they were sleeping. 2 yesterday went and 2 went today. But when I saw they're coming from this holy land, but they're suffering so much because they're neglecting what they could have. They have immediately attraction to Thakurji. They have this there. They were, and when the two of them, they made their trip already today to Spain. They were so happy. They called after. Yes, without passport they traveled, and so they could do it. They were very happy. So immediately the 2 of them, they in the morning time said, let's do some bhajan, give some thanks to Thakurji. That is inside. But if you don't surrender, how much suffering you get in this life. And we fall mlechas in this Kali Yuga. By the grace of Gurudev, we are allowed to get up in the morning and chant Harinam. And we have not, that time, today morning I realized how fortunate we are that the Guru Maharaj gave this. They have so many troubles for money, for this head is heavy, full of problems. And we are allowed in these crazy times where the whole world is chaotic. But we can get up in the morning, chant Harinam, do a Mangalarati, doing some puja, sitting together, chanting so many stotrams, going with the mind to Vrindavan, take prasadam. How nice! This is your Guru Maharaj's mercy. So I saw this extreme contrast, how life could be. So those who are really intelligent here, evam vimrishya suddhyo, though intelligent, when they think, why not to surrender to Krishna? He is everywhere, and he's not just everywhere. He's an ocean of mercy, he's an ocean of love, and he's everywhere. And he's just waiting for this, our bhava yoga, for our feelings. When we will connect to him with our feelings, he will accept bhava grahi janardana. You don't need the grammar for Krishna, you don't need rules for Krishna, you don't need money for Krishna, you need only bhava. If you have feelings for Krishna, Krishna will accept this, he will be happy. So sometimes, today morning really I was thinking how fortunate we are. We should take this gift. Guru Maharaj gave it for free. Bhagavatam gives it for free. Prabhupada came in the West, gives it for free. All they give it for free. Vyasadeva giving, Yamaraj give, they all give, take this. So why we chanting Harinam, and this is not at all a burden, this is not at all a duty, this is a great, great mercy. Somebody...
The only thing of value actually in this world.
The only thing of?
Value, there.
That is really value, yes. Not the value, love, like comfort. This is there, no? If you have this, this is shelter. Just imagine, you can take shelter. Harinam, you can take shelter. The Guru can. This is such a great, great gift. It's not a burden at all. Sometimes people think, I have to chant 16 rounds. Baba, you can be so happy that you can get up in the morning and allow to put your mind on Krishna's name. And the name will do the rest. I mean, this is Krishna, this is not imagination. This is a fact. And sometimes we don't see it anymore. But then you see somebody from the other world coming inside with 2 suitcases full of problems, heavy, and carrying this to this life now. And you just walking like dancing through this world. We have also, everybody has problems in this world, don't worry, but Krishna takes so much care of his devotees. He is really his Bhakta Vatsala. He loves his devotees now. He is doing everything. So one who surrenders to him, he will do everything, because he is Bhagavan. He has everything. Everything what exists is his property. We have to understand that point. Everything.
Maharaj, what means surrender?
What means surrender? Shadanga Sharanagati, we have heard. That's another topic, but accept everything what is good for bhakti, reject everything what is bad for bhakti, accept Krishna as your protector, have full faith that he will protect you, be humble and give your soul. What means practical? This is 100% practical. It has no theory in these things. And practically, for us, surrender to Krishna means surrender to Guru, surrender to Vaishnava. Surrender to Vaishnava. Means that is the meaning. Because Vaishnava here means a person who has also surrendered to Krishna. Not anyone, he put a tilak. Vaishnava, Haridas Thakur, what was his definition? Krishna Eka Sharan, he is a Vaishnava. That is Swarup Lakshana, this is the internal symptom of a Vaishnava. If you surrender to such a person, what can happen to you? Krishna is in his heart. Can he cheat you? Can he misuse anything? Can he mistreat you? If Krishna is in his heart, can anyone who has Krishna in the heart do anything bad to anyone? It's not possible, because he has Krishna in the heart, he sees Krishna in everyone's heart. How he can do something to his own? Therefore, if you surrender to such a Vaishnava, there is no harm, there is no danger, there is no risk. Only gain. This is win-win, you can only win. Because you get the Krishna's association, you get Krishna's mercy, you get Krishna's instruction through him. That is the main thing, and that is the beauty. And you see, those who surrender, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Korle to dukkha nai. Suffering will be no more there. Atmani Vedana. Tuapade kari hoinu paramasukhi. Dukkha dure gelo chintana rahilo hoinu paramasukhi. Jadike ananda dekhi. Where I look, I see happiness. I gave my soul to you, Krishna. Where I look, I see you. Isn't that nice to see like that? Go to this world of birth and death and see Krishna everywhere. That's beautiful. Or you see the world like the newspapers see them. You can choose. Like all people see them, just material things. But who surrendered, he sees Krishna. In this world of birth and death, in this mortal world where nothing is steady, nothing is fixed, nothing is reliable, you will see Krishna everywhere. And Krishna will also see you all the time, don't worry. He will take care. He will arrange everything. So, therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, last word of this Anand, this Atmani Vedana, he is drowning, Ananda Dubya. I am drowning in an ocean of happiness. Ocean, you cannot finish it. And that same Harinam will put you into the ocean of happiness. Krishna will put you into the ocean of happiness. How much little we can give, Krishna will give 1,000,000 times more back. This is the best is to surrender to Krishna. The best. And today I saw that when I was thinking how poor these people are. They are so much suffering, accept so much hardship. And how Krishna, He's taking care so nicely. Devotees also, they give everything. They not have a comfortable life. They give their comfort to Krishna. But Krishna gives them everything. It's beautiful. Surrender is really the most beautiful thing. Most powerful thing also. You can conquer Krishna. It said, Gyane prasamura pasyanamanta eva jinvanti samukaratam bhavadiyavatam sthanastita shrutikatam tandavanmanabi yeprayasya ajita chitopya sitaiste lokyam. Who's just sit, listen his harikatha, they will conquer Krishna. He is Ajita, he is unconquerable. Nobody, no army of demons can even harm Krishna, even touch him. But the one who surrenders, listen Bhagavatam, listen from the sadhus, Krishna is helpless, he becomes conquered. And he loves to be conquered, Krishna. He enjoys to be conquered by love. He is a happy feeling, bound up in the hearts of his devotees, Krishna is enjoying. He likes that. He is the Supreme Lord. Nobody can bind him. But love can bind him by his own will. So this is really best way to follow this Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is Krishna. Krishna is Suridam Sarvabhutanam. You have to understand, he's Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He's the best friend of us. Surid, he's in the heart. What we have in our heart, what is the desires of our heart, he knows he will fulfill that. He will give that. He's such a friend of all living entities. So he wants that. So he's giving this mercy through this. So Bhagavatam is also Suridam Sarvabhutanam. Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarvashraya. Krishna and Bhagavata same. Everybody can take shelter of Bhagavata. So a very nice katha here, this portion of Bhagavatam. It goes on, and we continue next week, I think so. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Namata Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Bhuvangal Shri Harinam Sankirtana ki jai, Gourpremanande.